Hello guys. Not a happy video this time. As a lot of you know, we've been taking care of my grandfather for the last 7 years. Well, last night he passed away. And he had been dealing with pneumonia, and when we took him in, it was because of a brain surgery after he had to have a shunt that drained hydrocephalus fluid out of his brain replaced. He was also a survivor of 4 strokes and a pulmonary embolism. And he was born 7 weeks early in 1935 and survived. Uh, he lost his mother to brain cancer when he was in his early 20s, and then 2 years later, he lost his father in a plane crash. He's had to survive a lot. He also graduated near the top of his class from Carnegie Mellon on a full ride scholarship, where he met my grandmother, Mary Jane, who was going to Pitt. And she ended up getting a master's in teaching, and he ended up getting a bachelor's in engineering and going into working for the railroads. And eventually he ended up at Southern Railway, which became Norfolk Southern, and for several years he designed freight cars and drew freight cars. And he in his later years, up until he was 80, and we kept on renewing his thing even after he was his license, even after he was kind of debilitated. But he was an inspector of train cars for a very long time, and he would go out there with his walker and all that. And my mom would drive him sometimes if it was close. They would make a trip out of it. So yeah, sad news. Good stories, great memories. He's a great man. He was a great grandfather. In the literal sense, because he has 4 great grandkids. No, actually, I think he has 5 great grandkids. Yeah, he has 5 great grandkids because he has 2 from my brother and 3 from my cousin. So, yeah. Um, but yeah. Um, in other news, I don't know what I'm going to be doing in the future if I'm not going to be a live-in caregiver. So, if anybody in the Builton area needs a roommate, hit me up. And if any famous rappers want to go on tour, I'm available now, and I will be available for the foreseeable future. So, um, there's a lot of things that I'm going to have to adjust to here, and a lot of things that this is going to change. We saw it coming. He was on hospice care for a while, so we saw it coming. It does not make it any easier. I am not the type of person who shows my emotions, but there are a lot of them. So, I'll see you in the next one.